to share with you, share a little bit of what I'm learning, but as well, part of my conversation that releases on Friday podcast that I release each week as part of the Impact Driven Leader podcast. This week, I'm having a conversation with Tennille Miller. She is the author of The Flourishing Effect, a book that's releasing very soon. And in our conversation, we started talking about growth and how so many organizations, leaders struggle with helping others grow. Now, that may seem odd, but you see it a lot of times in organizations. Leaders feel challenged because if someone grows, then they'll overtake them. Or if someone grows, it'll shine a light on where the leader is not strong. Or if someone grows, they'll leave. I had this thought that came several years ago. I've shared in other podcasts. I'm going to share it again today as kind of the premise of our conversation. It's be an incubator, not an incinerator. Let me go through that again. So an incubator, if you remember from science class, you put an egg in there and you incubate it, and then all of a sudden it'll hatch, much like a hen or a duck or a goose or a bird. Hawk sits on an egg, keeps it warm, and it incubates. I believe that in businesses, if we help people grow, we incubate them, man, we're going to get the best. Not only in the short term, whatever they do for our business, but long term, because if they look back on your relationship with fondness and growth, it's always going to come around and benefit you. Now, the alternative is to be an incinerator. Incinerator is a device that is very hot, has a fire in it. You put something in it and it burns it to destruction. And so as leaders, if we look at our job as to be an incubator, help people grow and develop, and wherever that goes, great if it's internally and great if it's externally, as opposed to burning them up. We hear so much about burnout. I believe this from my past experiences. Those that burn out are doing something they don't feel equipped, empowered, or able to do. That's when we feel burned out, in my opinion. See, if we focus on helping people grow and we build and encourage a culture, an environment that people want to grow within, we'll have as many opportunities and people to work with us as possible. But if we burn them up, if we chastise people that are growing, if we're afraid or insecure about others' growth, or maybe it identifies our own lack of willingness to grow, and maybe it challenges our identity, we have an incinerator problem. See, this is my thought of the day. The modern leader is quick to adapt and be growth focused for all, regardless if it directly benefits them or the business at large in the moment. That's the reality. If we focus on growth, if we focus on bringing out the best people, even if it's outside of our business, it's going to bring out the best in everyone. And that's what the modern leader does. Here's a little clue. There's nothing modern about it. The example was set well over 2,000 years ago. Thanks for being here. Can't wait to share more with you.